Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Yoshi Beast Mode 13, and as a diehard Giants fan, as you know, I have an entire playlist dedicated to the motherfucking New York Giants. Big Blue. Troy Aikman gave probably the worst take as an NFL commentator ever, saying Aaron Donald is the best defensive player he's ever seen. Now, we all know Troy. Fucking dumbass. Got a lot of fucking concussions. You legitimately played against him. You played against Lawrence Taylor. Now, Dallas Cowboys fans. No. No. I'm going to be talking to the Cowboys fans who were fans in the 80s to now. Who is giving you more of a headache? Lawrence Taylor, Aaron Donald? Just put it in the comments, please. Now, can you make an argument for now? Different positions, obviously, different things need to happen. Defensive tackle, outside linebacker. Back then, yes, he was a pass rusher, but also he went into coverage. And defensive ends did more of the pass rush, as they're supposed to, instead of playing technically another just like inside role. But at the end of the day, Lawrence Taylor is still the greatest defensive player of all time. Now, with Troy Aikman giving this take, at the end of the career of Lawrence, at the end of the career of Aaron Donald, could you make an argument? Yes, 100% you can make the argument. Now, it depends on, as a consensus, every NFL fan will say Lawrence Taylor is the greatest defensive player of all time. Now, you also have the people who say Reggie White, Bruce Smith. Fair arguments can be made there. But you're also looking at positional value. Now, LT gets a little bit of smirk on his name but a lot of guys did cocaine, did steroids, but they didn't get caught. Now, can you make an argument at the end of the career of Aaron Donald? Yes, you can 100% do that. But to say right now that he is the greatest defensive player you've ever seen, go fuck yourself, Troy Aikman. Now, okay, where was I going? Okay, back to it. Why do we call Tom Brady the GOAT? No, I know. Why am I bringing up Tom Brady? Because he has 6 Super Bowl rings. Super Bowls do indicate why people call Tom Brady the GOAT. Tom Brady's nothing revolutionary. He's a standard pocket passing quarterback. He's a Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre. Check it, Brett can move. Tom is a standard, I'm going to drop back 3 steps, throw the ball down field, or do a check down. He's not a Lamar Jackson. He's not a Michael Vick. He's not a Deshaun Watson. He's not a Patrick Mahomes. He's not a revolutionary quarterback. But we call him the GOAT because he's won 6 Super Bowls. Okay. So far, you're agreeing with me. Okay. Now take away all the Super Bowls he's won by a field goal by Adam Vinatieri. Okay, that subtracts 2. The Panthers and the Rams. So that means, okay, we got 4. Okay. That ties him with Terry Bradshaw and Joe Montana. Did Troy win 3 or 4? I want to say Troy's only won. I think Roger won 2. Give me 1 sec. I gotta Google it. I know. But when we talk about GOATs, no. Okay. How many rings does Troy Aikman have? 92. Okay, he has 3. So that means Roger has 2. Okay. But when we talk about NFL players, it all comes down to rings. Tom Brady's the GOAT, 6 rings, right? Jerry Rice is the greatest of all time. People argue Randy Moss, T.O. T.O. should not be in that conversation. Moss is the only other receiver who can be in that GOAT conversation. But if Aaron Donald ever does win a championship, well, he's already won the NFC championship. I mean, a Super Bowl. Let's say Super Bowl. If he ever wins that, he will be closer to becoming the greatest defensive player of all time. But now, I know Rams fans will come at me. Giants fans will come at me for saying that possibly he has a chance at maybe taking over LT's spot. But like a lot of Giants fans have said, different positions. And if you don't believe me, look on Facebook. If you're part of like one of the bajillion Giants fan pages who really want to take Devontae Smith, because is it Devonta? I think it's Devonta Smith. It's Devontae. Because he ain't gonna be there. Yeah, that's a totally different pick. That's a totally different video. Troy, you cannot have this take, my guy. You are stupid for saying Aaron Donald is the greatest defensive player of all time. Okay, you're not the greatest quarterback of all time. You only have 3 rings. Tom Brady gets credit, 6 rings. Okay, now take out those 2 that Adam Vinatieri won for him. 4. Montana Bradshaw over here. He's going to be lumped into the group with those 2 as the greatest quarterback of all time. But you probably still give it to Joe because Joe cool. Now, me saying that, Brady fans will be, well, we won those Super Bowls. Yes, you guys did win those Super Bowls. I'm not taking that away from you. I am stating a fact that if Tom Brady didn't win 6 Super Bowls, he wouldn't be known as the GOAT. Take the 2 that Adam fucking Vinatieri won for you. Put him over in that pile. Give Kurt Warner a ring and give Jake Delhomme a ring for beating Tom Brady. He's going to be lumped in with Montana and Bradshaw in this hand with 4 rings. Now, Aaron Donald needs to win a Super Bowl. Yes. Now, if we're going by Super Bowl wins, then Bruce Smith is definitely... No, it's either Bruce Smith or Reggie. No, Reggie. Reggie White is definitely the greatest... No. I think Lawrence had more than both of them. Did Reggie have 2? I know he won 1. I think with Green Bay. But if we're going by Super Bowl rings, Deion Sanders, because that motherfucker just ring chased. Got one with the 49ers and then a couple more with the fucking Cowboys. But LT is known as the GOAT because, yes, Bill Belichick let him off a leash and let him do whatever the fuck he wanted. But it also goes back to how football fans determine this. Now, Cowboys Nation, please let me know. Aaron Donald or Lawrence Taylor, which one gave you more of a headache? And I'm talking to the 80s fans coming up through now. Not just the Cowboys fans who became Cowboys fans this year because their dad was. Lawrence Taylor was a freak of nature, obviously. Aaron Donald is a freak of nature. Different position values? Yes. But Lawrence Taylor will be known as the greatest defensive player until somebody overtakes him. Now, if you think my argument is unreasonable, put in the comments how it's unreasonable. Like Tom Brady's known as the GOAT because he has 6 rings. Take 2 away. He's in the same boat as Bradshaw and Montana. That's the sad truth. But I don't know how some fans determine who the greatest player of all time, like who's the greatest position player. Is it by stats? Because Drew Brees. I'll just leave that there. Drew Brees. But Lawrence Taylor is the greatest defensive player of all time. Yes, Aaron Donald also gets a 3-on-1 treatment. But they also did that to Lawrence Taylor, and they both did the same thing. They just push him back and grab onto the quarterback. Different eras of football, though. But Lawrence Taylor will be known as the greatest player of all time because Bill Belichick says so? No. It's because he just naturally was. Aaron Donald can make a case for it, but will he get it? Most likely not. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and let me know your thoughts in the description below. Now, obviously as a Giants fan, I'm biased, so you can obviously just call me out on my BS by saying I'm biased, but I actually did bring up some facts. 131 sacks for LT. Aaron Donald, he's going to be there fucking close. He's going to be there soon. But you can make a case. But I think in order for a player to be known as the greatest of all time, with a couple of, like with the exception of Tom Brady being the greatest of all time, and Jerry Rice is the greatest of all time even when he was playing. I think comes down to, at the end of your career, can you finish? Lawrence Taylor was able to finish. Tom Brady's able to finish in Tampa. Now, you can call me out on my bias. I will 100% agree with you. Fuck it. Yeah, there's a Giants hat right there proving I was wearing one before I took it off. You can call me out on my bias, but I'm asking Cowboys fans. More of a headache. LT, Aaron Donald. And I also gave a reason, different positional values, different eras of football. Now, during the 2000s, who was the greatest player? Ray Lewis. Defensive player? Ray Lewis. Can you make an argument? Yes. But I'm just saying, Ray Lewis. Lawrence Taylor was the greatest through the 80s and 90s. Well, and 90s because he retired. Drafted in 83, I think, or 82. Retired in 1993. Yeah. I might have my years mixed up because Tiki was taken in 1995 or 1996. Well, no, 1995 because he played 10 years and then he retired. Then trash talk Eli Manning, and then Eli won a fucking Super Bowl. Fuck you, Tiki. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. Remember, stay beast. Bye.